Let's talk some NFL trade rumors. Davante Adams sitting out against Denver, which, by the way, if the Raiders beat the Broncos, which they totally could, they'd be 3-2. But I guess the record doesn't really matter. They know it's a tough division. Their schedule will get harder. They still have to play the Chiefs twice. I mean, it's a tough division. And Gardner Minshew is not, he's not a serious, good quarterback. So Davante Adams officially on the trade block. They're hoping to get a second round pick. I think they can get it, but if he's not playing, it kind of hurts him because his stats haven't been great. So I don't know. He could end up going for a third. Supposedly his top two teams are the Saints and the Jets. So let's talk about those first, and then we'll talk about Kansas City, which is kind of the other team that perhaps could be in play. New Orleans. Man, I keep talking about the Saints. This is the second day in a row I'm doing a Saints segment on here, which is crazy because the Saints have been irrelevant for a little bit. But New Orleans, Derek Carr, the whole reason Davante went to the Raiders was to play with Derek Carr. So, that logic, I could see it happening. But at the same time, A, the Saints aren't that good. B, the Saints are already way over the cap. And C, they didn't have that connection in Las Vegas. Like, when he got to Las Vegas, it was like, oh yeah, they're gonna be great. It's Derek Carr, it's Davante. They're gonna be a dynamic duo, and they never really were. And then Derek Carr got benched and then got traded, or no, they just cut him. I think, yeah, they just cut him. So why does he think it'll go better in New Orleans? I don't know. Now, maybe he just really thinks the New Orleans are a good team. I tend to not think that, but we'll see. I don't know. Maybe. Meanwhile, the Jets are maybe a little bit better of an option. Still don't love it. But he knows Aaron Rodgers. So Davante clearly craves comfortability. And you see it in the commercials, right? He's got dude has a Taco Bell in his house, according to the commercials. So he craves comfort. He craves comfortability. He wants people that he knows. He wants to play with his friends. I get it. I feel it. But there's also an element of decision-making there where it's like, again, the Jets, not a great team. They're 2-2. Aaron kind of looks washed a little bit. I don't want to say he's washed, but it kind of looks like he's washed in the last game. You're competing with playing time with Garrett Wilson, Alan Lazard. I don't know. I don't know if is that the right move. Again, the Jets could and probably should do it, although I think the Jets really should focus on signing Hassan Riddick first. But either way, that's an option. The teams that I'm looking at, Dallas says that they are interested. And the Cowboys are interesting because they, I think, need to get some juice. Because right now, they look like the third best team in their division. Commanders look better than them. The Eagles look better than them. I know the Eagles are 2-2, same record. But the Eagles' losses came against a pretty good-looking Falcons team, and it was close. And the last loss was another close loss against a pretty good Tampa team. Dallas lost to a Baltimore team that's 2-2. Again, they look good. But the Saints loss, blown out by the Saints at home, makes me think Dallas is not all that good right now. That left a really bad taste in my mouth, and it's still in my mouth. So I think Dallas could really benefit from making a splash move and getting Davante. The Chiefs are the other one. And I agree. I was watching First Things First. Nick Wright has the right call on this. Look, if the Raiders are smart, they would trade him to the Chiefs. Get some picks back from the Chiefs. That's going to weaken them in the future, and in turn, it will help you, right? It'll hurt you now. You'll have to play him twice in the same year. I don't know if the Chiefs are actually interested in Davante because, A, I don't think they need another receiver. B, if they do, they're probably more interested in the next guy we're going to talk about. But if Davante wants to get traded and the Chiefs are interested, if I was the Raiders, I'd take their offer because you can weaken them for the future. Force them to give up some draft capital now, and in 4 years, they might be a little bit worse. Never hurts to. I don't think it ever hurts to trade within division, especially in the NFL where draft picks are so important.